seemed to take issue with the fact that he may have had special treatment. She asked the state's attorney, why didn't you mention he's never had a valid license? She asked the defendant and the defense attorney, why was he allowed to attend his pre-sentencing investigation within
Tank, what happened? Why are you in a wheelchair?
Shit happen all the time. Shit be happening.
Hey, Mark,
I'm all right.
Wait,
No.
we got that fight coming up.
You gotta beat it, bro.
You got a fight coming up.
He's talking to me, dog.
You gotta beat it, bro.
Bro, Tank's talking to
No,
me.
he ain't talking to you.
He's talking to me right now, dog.
It all began at Miami Airport, where chaos erupted as Gervonta, Tank, Davis landed a sucker punch on Jake Paul, shocking everyone. But the drama didn't stop there. Outside the courthouse, Jake struck back with a sharp, open-hand slap that connected clean across Tank's face. That slap wasn't just personal. It was symbolic, sparking one of the biggest crossover feuds boxing has witnessed in years. Now, all eyes are on how this explosive moment has fueled the hype for Tank vs. Jake this November.
Here's the beef between Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis is an amazing boxer who is trained by Floyd Mayweather and has a great record. Jake Paul recently put Gervonta Davis on his hit list and saying he wants to box him soon. Gervonta Davis responded saying, "Jake Paul better leave me alone." Jake Paul responded trolling him and posting this picture calling Gervonta short. He then followed that up by this tweet saying Gervonta is not tall enough to ride the amusement park rides. And lastly, Jake uploaded this tweet of Gervonta jumping into a kiddie pool. It doesn't seem like Gervonta responded to Jake after all this trolling, but the beef is there and I wonder if they will ever fight. Y'all let me know in the comments who you think would win, Gervonta or Jake.
A few days ago at Miami International Airport, tensions were high. Tank Davis, just coming through customs, was meeting lawyers about a federal investigation linked to a raid on his Dubai mansion. Then Jake Paul appeared.
How extra nice to get that camera.
What's going on?
You got the camera too.
I can have what I want.
What you mean with the camera? Oh, you got camera too. So
I
who
can have whatever
you
I
supposed to be? I'm just working, man.
What happened? You're not tough anymore since your loss? What happened since your loss? Yo, we gonna bust him up, guys?
I told you before, put that camera
Yo, let's bust him up.
Tensions escalated, security faltered, and a shouting match quickly turned physical. Tank lunged, security stepped in, but chaos spread through the terminal and went viral instantly. A few days later at the courthouse, both men faced off in public. As Tank stepped out of his car, Jake moved to the barricade amid cameras and fans. Then came the slap. Jake's open-handed strike spoke louder than words, sending Tank stumbling and raising the tension even higher. Security stepped in and separated them before things got worse. Tank was quickly guided inside by his team, while Jake was escorted back to his car. Behind the scenes, Tank's camp remained tight-lipped. His legal team released a brief statement. No public comments yet, but nothing is off the table.
Can you give us your reaction to the sentence the judge just handed down?
Well, we're not exactly satisfied with a sentence of 90 days home detention. We believe that based on the severity of this incident, it doesn't seem to be much of a penalty to me.
The judge seemed to take issue with the fact that he may have had special...
Rumors are already swirling that Tank might pursue legal action, or even fast-track a fight with Jake Paul. The truth is, this goes beyond boxing. It's about dominance and pride. Jake Paul may not be the most skilled in the ring, but when it comes to getting under his opponent's skin, he's unmatched.
Discussions with a lot of names: Gervonta Davis, Anthony Joshua, Badu, Jack, Ryan Garcia, KSI, Tommy Fury. So there's a lot of people on the hit list, but Badu Jack excites me a lot, and I definitely want to become world champion. So going after Zerto or Badu sounds like a good game plan to me.
If you had your pick of the litter, and scale of 1, 2, and 3.
First is Gervonta, second is Anthony Joshua, third.
Today, Jake delivered his most powerful psychological strike yet. But Tank isn't backing down. If anything, it ignited a fuse that can't be extinguished. Inside his camp, sources say Tank was furious, embarrassed, and laser-focused, already pushing for a November showdown.
What do you think of Jake?
Clown.
Yeah.
He's a clown.
Would you look at it as a joke if your team was like, yo, we want you to fight Jake Paul? Would you be like, come on, man?
I laugh at him. Like, you want me to fight him?
You think it'll ever come to the point where you're going to mix into, I mean, you're obviously doing the real shit, but will it ever mix into the point where the money's big enough for you to
would you ever do a fight like that?
I feel as though in my career I can't do that right.
He wants Jake in the ring and revenge. No more Twitter battles, no more interviews, just gloves, fists, and whatever unfolds inside the ropes.
I'm sorry. I'm just in a silly, goofy mood.
Here's where it gets wild. The fight is real. Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis is confirmed for November. And after today, the stakes have never been higher.
We know that Gervonta's going to fight Jake Paul in November. And then we'll see what happens if there's an AJ fight. Be interested to go from Gervonta Davis to Anthony Joshua, but I don't think the Chavez fight is terrible. I think it's a smart bit of business.
Originally, this was set to be another crossover spectacle. Jake facing the smaller, faster elite boxer, Tank. A size mismatch on paper, but now it's personal. That slap turned a money fight into a grudge match, and both fighters are fully aware.
Yeah, no, we're working on it behind the scenes to make that happen, and obviously that's a fight where the fans are going to win, and it's going to be the biggest event of the year.
What weight would you fight in that?
We're working on it, but it'd be an exhibition most likely.
Let's break it down. Tank is the reigning knockout king of the lightweight division. At 135 pounds, he's been dominating top competition like Leo Santa Cruz, Ryan Garcia, and Rolando Romero.
Knows better than anyone how suddenly and violently a fight can end. His knockout of Leo Santa Cruz offers a lesson of what not to do against a power puncher.
That definitely was the best knockout. Cause he didn't wake up.
Yeah, he was the only person that didn't know how that fight ended.
Yeah, he felt right there. Like damn that out the ring. He just threw the shot 3 times in a row, but it wasn't like on no it wasn't like faint or nothing. He just kept throwing it like. Why would you throw it 3 times? Yeah. 1, 2.
He's a monster when it comes to power shots and ring intelligence.
Who were you gonna call out? What was the plan originally?
I think he was here. He came in my locker room.
Shakur Stevenson?
He wasn't in my locker room.
Jake Paul?
Next question.
Man, god damn, that's not the Gervonta I know.
But facing Jake Paul is uncharted territory. Jake walks around at 200 pounds and has fought heavyweights like Tommy Fury and legends like Mike Tyson. He's taller, broader, and packs power capable of dropping bigger opponents.
Obviously, didn't materialize. Was the next one Tank?
Yeah, I mean, that was on the 1 yard line as well, but he has to rematch, Lamont Roach. He wants to get that back. And then we'll be back in discussions with Mr. Gervonta. But, man, this is the nature of boxing. You have massive fights on the 1 yard line and things just fall through.
As you're watching, he was a gigantic favorite, and this is on the heels of the Canelo thing. Are you like, what the fuck is going on here?
I don't know, though, because I never really thought Tank was that good. It would just take the right fighter to pick him apart, to be honest. Someone who had high activity and wasn't afraid of his power. So I always saw so many holes in his game. So to me, it wasn't that surprising that someone finally gave him some good work.
If you do fight, what weight would it be at?
195.
Oh, wow. So he would go all the way from 40 to 95?
Yeah, I mean, it would be an exhibition.
Okay. And so what does that mean? Is that 3-minute rounds?
Yeah, 10 3-minute rounds.
And when you say exhibition, what are the restrictions on that?
No restrictions, just the fact that we couldn't actually get it professionally sanctioned.
Okay. Is that still of interest to you? Like if he wins the rematch and you beat Julio, is that of great interest to you later this year?
For sure.
But Jake isn't as technically skilled, and Tank is counting on that. He aims to prove that skill can overcome size.
Skill for skill, none of these guys can mess with me. Like, nobody. Like, I feel like my skills is way better than, like, Floyd. Like, if I'm on my game. You feel, well, yeah, I take that back. Probably hand in hand. But skill-wise, nobody on TV that's fighting right now have more skills than me. Nobody. Like, talking about top to bottom list of fighters that's fighting on TV.
Speed, timing, and precision are Tank's real weapons. But Jake isn't new to this. He's been training for years, and after his win over Mike Tyson in July, his confidence is at an all-time high.
I am looked at by these younger kids as, this is all we know.
Done.
As a boxer, he's the best.
That victory, love it or hate it, proved one thing. Jake Paul can take a punch and deliver one in return. Now, he's targeting the most dangerous name in the sport under 140 pounds.
Was looking past Roach, and he wanted that Jake Paul fight, which I think Jake Paul would have beaten. Jake is way too big. Tank is 5'5", 135, soaking wet. Y'all think Tank is too small for 140. He ain't beating no heavyweight. I'm not joking. I don't think he would have hurt Jake. He would have to jump up to reach. I don't think he would have hurt him. I tell you this, it would have gone the distance, and people would have been laughing their asses off, and it wouldn't have been good for Tank's brand. I tell you that. That fight would have went the distance. Soon as 5'5" Tank is looking at a 6'2", 6'3" Jake Paul, y'all would be like, hold, wait a second. And Jake Paul be on spread out paws with that arm out and stepping back. And bro, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. But that's a cap. Fine. We'll never get to fight anyway. So we'll never know.
Buzz is already circulating that the fight could happen in Las Vegas or even Saudi Arabia, two locations with the budget to match the hype. Major streaming platforms like Netflix, DAZN, and ESPN Plus are showing interest. It's no longer just a fight, it's an event.
If you do fight, what weight would it be at?
195. It would be an exhibition.
Okay, so it was going to be an exhibition, not sanctioned, but no restrictions. You could knock each other out and shit like that. It was going to be at a catch weight of 195 pounds, 10 rounds, 3 minutes. I've been trying to figure this out. Why was I a Tank hater for wanting to see Tank go up 5 pounds to get some smoke with like Teofimo Lopez or something? I just wanted to see him go up 5 pounds and fight Teofimo Lopez. And all of you were saying, you want Tank hurt, Showbiz. You a hater. You want him hurt. Then I'm convinced, okay, he's too small, but he can fight Jake at 195?
No belts, no rankings, just two men with something to prove, and one viral slap that pushed it all over the edge.
Gervonta Davis just posted that he would beat the brakes off of you if you guys fight.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be down. Let's run it. Like, I'll be super, super down. I don't know if
Gervonta needs Jake Paul. Let's be clear, right?
Is there a height limit in boxing?
For Tank, this is bigger than Jake. It's about ending the circus and reclaiming boxing's respect. After weeks of media chaos, his Dubai mansion raid, deportation rumors, Calvin Ford drama, and now this, he knows all eyes are on him.
It's definitely going on between Calvin Ford and Gervonta Davis. Now, we all seen that knockdown in the 9th round, but what you probably didn't see is what happened after that in between rounds. Check this out. Coach Barry Hunter trained Tank for this fight with Lamont Roach, not Calvin Ford. A lot of people were saying that this performance has something to do with that. So, is something really going on between Calvin Ford and Tank Davis? Check out what Tank had to say.
No, I wasn't really paying attention to the crowd. You know what I mean? I was more so... It's something we gotta work on in the corner. For sure.
A win over Jake wouldn't just restore Tank's image, it would silence doubters, critics, trolls, and even the boxing elite who question his focus. But before Jake Paul gets his shot, Tank has one more challenge, the Lamont Roach rematch. That fight is personal.
The rematch that you fought, 0. What do you have to do to create enough separation where this don't happen again?
Whew, that's a good question. It's going to be based on my training camp. I have to push myself
a little harder if that didn't give me the win. And I have room. I definitely have room. I'm not gonna lie, I have room.
You believe you fought the best Gervonta, or do you think he got some more gears?
100% for a fact. I think he might have some more gears, but I fought the best Gervonta that night. I don't want people to get it misconstrued or whatever the case may be. He's a hell of a fighter. Hell of an IQ, great punching power, good speed, and really good boxing ability. A lot of people underrate that. Don't think because of what I did, y'all think y'all can just go in there and think y'all can have the same night, you know what I'm saying, or do the same thing. He still will go upside your head and crack you, and you know what I'm saying, you might end up on the floor. Everybody not built the same. And that's what people getting messed up. He did a whole lot of things that was good in that fight. A whole lot. And I'm telling you right now, if he wasn't as good of a fighter as he was, that would have been, you know what I'm saying? I would have steamrolled him. Don't get that misconstrued. He's still the guy he is. Just he ran into a guy that's on the same level.
The first fight left fans divided. Some saw it as a close win, while others viewed it as a warning that Tank might be slipping.
Lamont, it was like he was there, but he wasn't like there for. Like when you watch all the other fights, you can see like his eyes just look different. When he walked into the ring with Lamont, it was just like, yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, because you heard in the press conferences, he was just saying he was just real irritated. He didn't really seem like
he just felt like I think he just trained just to get by. I think he trained to just do 12 rounds. You know what I mean? The Tink that I know, the kid that you punch him in the face, he go crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or if I'm down on the scorecards, I'm gonna go out and go get it. I didn't see it that fight, and I understand it too. When us as fighters, when you get to a certain point in life, sometimes you just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Now, with the rematch quietly set just weeks before the Jake Paul event, the pressure on Tank is immense. 2 fights, 2 very different styles, and one mistake could derail everything. If Roach comes in sharper, smarter, and more relentless, and Tank underestimates him even slightly, the momentum for November could collapse.
We was talking in like the 12th round, I think the 12th or 11th. We was talking, right? But he like, you ain't gonna win. I said, why not? What you talking about? He like, they ain't gonna give it to you. I said, oh, is that right? So, you know, that's how boxing works. It's sad to say, you know, that's how boxing works. I'm not like totally upset. I figured with a superstar, you won't get too much on paper. But I damn sure thought I had it. Especially when they announced the score for him. I was like, oh, they gonna give me a split decision win. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, oh there it go. But as soon as I heard that 114, I was just like, damn, all right, it's over with. So yeah, man, it's just crazy. I ain't gonna lie. It's okay. We gonna run it back.
But if Tank dominates, steamrolling through Roach, the Jake Paul fight becomes the final chapter of a devastating comeback run.
It was a good night for the sport. Didn't get what the decision I want, but we didn't get a loss either, so I felt like I won it the last couple rounds, so it's cool. Lamont is a great fighter. Hopefully I could get that rematch, because I know what I can do in a fight.
Amid all the chaos, from courtroom brawls to viral slaps, one man has unexpectedly returned, Floyd Mayweather. Despite years of tension and public back and forth, Floyd is officially siding with Tank Davis.
When is Gervonta Davis going to go? Somewhere in the pound for pound. Anui deserve to be in the pound for pound? Absolutely. Do Terrence Crawford deserve to be in the pound for pound? Absolutely. But what about Gervonta Tank Davis? I mean, he deserved to be somewhere also in the pound for pound.
Why don't they give him that credit?
Because he was affiliated.
In a recent interview, Mayweather didn't hold back. If Jake steps in the ring with a guy like Tank, it's going to be bad. Real bad. That's more than support, it's a warning. Coming from the man who built Tank from the ground up and promoted him as an heir to the throne, it carries serious weight. Even after all the drama, Floyd knows Tank's capabilities.
He came up to me when he was a kid, wanted an autograph. I signed his phone for him and told him,
you'll be world champion someday, and I'll be your promoter. Years later, he was working with some people from our team because our team is huge. We got guys in DC, Baltimore, Philly, New York, all around. He won a few fights. I think he was like 8 or 9-0. I told him, in under 24 months, you'll be world champion. Made the right moves, put him in the right position. He's a multi-millionaire now.
Absolutely.
He was a kid that couldn't even buy a bus ticket. Now he's a multi-millionaire.
Jake may be fearless, but Tank is a fighter forged through pain, pressure, and punishment.
Tank Davis.
Bad dude. See, what I like about Tank is Tank brings something different. You know, back in the days, everybody had something. Muhammad Ali was a mover boxer, George was a puncher, Ernest Shavers was a puncher. Everybody had something they brought to the table. Larry Holmes had a jab. Mike Weaver had overhand right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has something. That division now is full, and Tank having to be the knockout guy of the division. He the one with the main knockout power. Garcia has it too, but Tank got that real knockout power that, like, if Tank hit one of them clean, usually they gonna have a problem. So it's like, I like Tank. Every now and then, I think when he knows he can beat somebody, he probably don't lock in as hard, but I think when they bring challenges, he locks in. Yeah,
he fights to the level of competition. He was doing that a lot.
And he got to be careful of that.
2 fights ago, he was really doing that.
You feel me? So you got to be careful of that, because if you come in and think somebody is not at your level and you underestimate them, it can get you beat. So that's the only thing I think you got to be careful of.
That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss our upcoming content. Share your thoughts in the comments, and stay tuned. We'll see you in the next one.